I'm sharing this video of me landing at downtown Kansas City in response to a conversation I had with some friends about the fact that we as pilots tend to be our own worst critics when it comes to our landings. So maybe this will be an example of what not to do, but hopefully it gives you some interesting context that will make you think of things that you hadn't thought of before. So I'm landing in downtown Kansas City. It's a complex airspace under the primary Kansas City International Bravo and also tucked right in there with the rest of downtown. I'm landing runway 1, which means my final approach is past the city. And so there were a lot of different ATC instructions that I was given, some changes to my approach and whatnot. And most importantly, there were ultimately 4 aircraft, myself included, all within 10 miles of the airport on approach to runway 1. The first of which was a Citation Jet on 5-mile final. Now, I was cleared to land behind that Citation Jet, and of course, when I got that clearance, I also got those magical words we know so well: caution, wake, turbulence. And wake turbulence, I'll admit, is something that makes me particularly nervous because I've seen the videos of what happens when small GA aircraft fly through the wake turbulence of larger jet aircraft. So I made some decisions here, and you can get more context down in the description about those decisions that led to ultimately not a very stabilized approach. I had to make a pretty aggressive descent to the runway, and it meant that, it was a little uncomfortable. Now, it was a safe landing. Everything turned out great, as you'll see. And understand as you're watching this, my aiming point is the far side of the 1,000-foot markers because I knew 2 things. 1, that's where I saw the Citation Jet touch down, so that's where I wanted to come in to stay above their wake turbulence. And 2, I knew that I had lots of runway to work with, and so my little Cherokee would land and stop just fine. But again, check out the description below. There's lots of context down there about everything that was going on, how I ended up really high, coming in with no power and actually diving to the runway, but then being able to bleed off all of that energy and actually make a pretty okay landing, I guess, in all things considered. So here you go. I hope you enjoy.